Today I want to write a program. The example that I want to write is to compute the perimeter of a rectangle, a square, and a triangle. The language that I want to write the program in is an assembly. So in order to do that, I go to the Visual Studio. I start a new project. How I go to the file, I say new project. I choose a C++ project. I name it example1. Since I have a program named example1, I name it example11 to start a project. I right click on the source. I say new item, C++, and I get here. I can write C++ code here. So the way I will do it is I will create the variables in C++ and all of the logics will be in assembly. So I start putting this here in the first line because I want to see what program I'm going to write. I commented out. So first I start with the libraries. I say include. I include the library IOStream. I say using namespace std. I'm going to use a namespace name std. I start my main function here. Every C++ program will end with return 0. In order to write the code here, first I define my variables. I have some variables here. I have an integer a, which is 10. I have b, which is 15. I have c, which is 7. I have some variables for perimeter, which I define R perimeter, I define S perimeter, and I define T perimeter. I define my variables. I say underline ASM because I want to start the assembly code. I open a brace and I close the brace. All of the logic will be here inside the ASM. The first thing I want to do is I want to calculate the rectangle perimeter. In order to do that, I will say move EAX A. I put A inside EAX. If I do this, EAX will be A. I say add EAX and B. If I do this, I'm actually saying EAX equal to A plus B. Then I will add EAX and EAX. If I do this, EAX will be 2A plus 2B. I can move the result inside R parameter. I say move R parameter EAX. If I do this, R parameter will have 2A plus 2B. Now I want to calculate this square parameter. In order to calculate this square parameter, I say move EAXC. I am putting C inside EAX. I say add EAX, EAX. If I add EAX and EAX, EAX becomes 2C. Then I will say add EAX, EAX. If I do this, EAX becomes 4C. Now I will move the S. I will move inside this perimeter EAX. If I do this, S perimeter will be 4C. Now I want to calculate the triangle perimeter. I will say move EAX A. EAX will have A. I say add EAX B. EAX will have A plus B. I will say add EAX C. EAX will have A plus B plus C. Then I will move T perimeter. I will move the result, which is inside EAX, inside T perimeter. T perimeter will have A plus B plus C. I mean, if I do this, all the logic is done here inside assembly code. The only thing that I have to do now is to display the result. In order to display the result, I can use a cout statement. I go here and I say cout rectangle perimeter is, and I display the R parameter. Now I want to display square perimeter, which will be this perimeter. And I want to display triangle perimeter, will be which is T perimeter. And then after each one of these, I can put end L to go to the new line. Let's try this. I put another end L here. I get some errors. It says here we have an extra comma. I run it again. The program calculates the rectangle perimeter, square perimeter, and triangle perimeter. A is 10, B is 15, and C is 7. This is how we can write an assembly code embedded inside a C++ program. All the variables here are defined in C++. A cout is defined in C++. All the logic is here done in assembly code. This was the first example that shows how you can write a program, assembly program embedded inside a C++ program. It's better to put equal here, so when you display the result, it's accurate.